Hey everybody, Sasuke419 here, and welcome to George's drawing tutorial. Like in other videos, I'm going to answer a couple of questions you have for me. Then I'm going to talk about George a little bit, and then I'm going to finish the rest of the video up in time-lapse. So let's go ahead and get some of the questions out of the way. First question, have I ever watched Black Nerd Comedy? No. No, I have not. In all honesty, I never heard of it before until said person has told me about it. And when I get some free time, maybe I'll turn around. Maybe I'll go ahead and watch it when I get some free time on my hands. So let's get to the next question. Which Sonic game do I think is the best? Well, guys, I don't know if you know this, but I am almost 26 years old. I'll be 26 in April. And I have been around. So I've been with Sonic since 91. I have to say, my favorite Sonic game will have to be Sonic 3 and Knuckles. And trust me, I've played every Sonic game. Yes, including Sonic 06. Piece of shit. But yes, I have played every Sonic game. It's the longest game, because I got both of them at the same time. So it's the longest game. And, I don't know, it was the most challenge. Well, granted, I can't say that. Sonic 1 was probably more challenging than all the other ones, but I don't know, it was the longest game, and it had a save feature. I mean, you can't beat a save feature, and it gave us Hypersonic. You know, Hypersonic, seizure-inducing, every enemy on screen if you do the one dash. So, yeah, Sonic 3 and Knuckles, guys. Okay, next question. What do I think about the Tails doll in the comics? Okay, I'm going to say this. The Tails doll is a doll. In my opinion of it is, that motherfucker is creepy as all shit. Okay? If you really want to know, yes, I think it's creepy. I thought Tails doll was creepy since Sonic R. Okay? I always thought that thing was creepy. And now that we got Project Cuddles and it's in the comics, oh god. But yes, that's my opinion on it. It's creepy as shit. And at the same time, I'm interested to see what happens. So, creeped out, but at the same time interested. Go figure. But anyway, let's go into a little bit of George's background. So let's go a little bit in him. Obviously, his name is George. He is 19 years old. His birthday is April 25th. He's 6'1", 200 pounds, and his crystal element is electricity. Going into his characteristics, George is stubborn, a lone wolf, and he hides his emotions. Only emotion you really see out of him is annoyed, angered, pissed. That's pretty much it. That's George in a nutshell. But at the same time, he has a reason for being this way. In this, George actually did have a home. He had his own home in which his family ruled over. Yes, George was technically a prince. I'll say that much. I don't want to get any more into it, but George was a prince. And the main villain, which I want to keep secret for now, ends up taking his whole army and ends up wiping out his entire kingdom. His friends, his family, everything was just gone. Granted, George was 2 or 3 when this has happened, but seeing this and remembering this gave him nightmares. On top of that, he was thrown into an orphanage. People had no idea who he was. He thought he was a kid on the street wandering around, so they threw him into an orphanage. In this orphanage, it's almost like, if you can imagine, if you remember the story Oliver Twist. It's that type of orphanage where the people really don't give a damn about the kids, and well, let's just say George was treated actually in the orphanage where he meets Tiffany. He first meets Tiffany in the orphanage, and I'll get more to that in Tiffany's story. But yes, met Tiffany in the orphanage, and he actually felt bad for how she was being treated because she was being bullied. So on his planet way to escape the orphanage, he actually brings Tiffany along with him. Just so, I don't know, he felt sorry for her and felt pity, so he helped her escape. They part ways soon after, and like I said, I'll get more into that with Tiffany. And during his time, he ends up training his body. He's very muscular, but he trains his body, and so he prepares for one day he will get revenge on his the ones who ended up destroying his kingdom and taking everything from him. And I know it sounds like Sasuke, but no, it is not. Whereas Sasuke finds out the truth, I don't want to spoil if y'all haven't seen that much of Naruto, where he finds out the truth of what's been going on and he still beats an ass about it. Whereas George is not, I mean, you'll see when the comic comes around. But, let's go into his fighting style. He really has no fighting style. He's a street fighter. He will use anything. He is very brutal when he fights. He really shows no mercy, and he uses his surroundings to his advantage. So, meaning anything he sees that can aid him in a fight, he'll use it. Okay, he'll bring a gun to a knife fight, even though he doesn't use guns. But you get the terms. Nutshell, you know, vengeful, kind of a dick sometimes, but you can kind of see it. He doesn't mind. But will he get better? I don't know. Maybe. So let's go ahead and let's start this. Let's finish this whole video up in time lapse. As I said before, at the end of the video, you will see options to click on other drawing tutorials for this series, and I advise you all to click on any of them. Anyway, this is Sasuke 419. Have a good one and enjoy the music.
Okay.
Streaking lights, loud sounds, and instinct are the elements that keep me going. I am fighting my own mission. Nothing's gonna stand in my way, no. Something's calling me, I don't know what. Something's talking, but I don't know who. Something's calling me more and more. And the one stops those beats.
Okay.
those feet.
Okay.
Something's telling